Hey, Wild Hearts. I'm currently sitting in a hotel room in Orlando at my daughter's weightlifting meet. She's done, she did pretty awesome. But I wanted to share with you because I was sitting there. I always get downloads at the weirdest times. But I had this download and I did a post on Facebook and Instagram today, and basically it was like the silence is deafening because when a post abortive woman reaches out for help or says, I'm struggling, it takes great courage to do that, because for me personally, and this is my truth, it may not be yours, like I was terrified to let anybody know what I did and that I made this choice. And so often when a post-abortive woman like finally talks to somebody, there's this stigma of like, you made this choice. And so you don't really deserve to have the feelings that you have, these negative emotions that are coming up. And it just pisses me off so much. When I had my abortion back in 1990, I was told my life would go back to normal right after my procedure. And that was not true. That was a lie. I struggled for so long with depression, anxiety, codependency. I had horrible boundaries. I had unhealthy relationships. I numbed, and I was super codependent because my self-esteem was about this big. And then there was this part of me that was a people pleaser because I wanted people to like me, because if they found out what I did, then they were going to leave and they were going to abandon me. And so I think that people don't understand that even when we make that choice, there's pain with it, and there's pain for a really long time. And if we don't have a safe place to show up, if we don't have people that we can really trust with our grief and with the anger. I know for me, there was a lot of anger. I was so angry because it hurt so much and I was holding it in, and I didn't know how to release the anger in a healthy way. I didn't know what to do with it. And so this was all being like downloaded to me as I'm watching all these amazing weightlifters. But yeah, and so if that's you, like if you don't have that safe place, if you're still struggling, and I've said this time and time again, it doesn't matter how long it's been since your abortion. That time doesn't matter. This is going to end, so I'm going to move to the next one. So healing isn't linear. And like I said, for me, it took me 17 years to figure out like, oh, I really need to heal from this. Like I didn't even make the connections of like my behaviors and things like that. Yeah, so if that's you and you're looking for a safe place to land, please reach out to me or to somebody that you know that does post-abortion healing. My healing journey, the 6-week healing journey, is beginning next Tuesday. There's still a couple of spots available if you want to jump in with us and do this really deep work around healing this wound. I can tell you it's transformational. It is just, I'm so honored when women step in with me to do this work, and I'm just so honored that I get to do this work. I said in my post earlier today when I was having that download, like, I never thought I'd be this vocal about being post-abortive. I never thought like my whole career and who I help would totally shift to post-abortive women, and I will die on this hill because I believe every post-abortive woman who needs healing and wants to grieve absolutely deserves that, and I will be a part of that for however long I can be. And so if that's you, please reach out or find someone that's a safe space for you, that knows how to go through that grief and loss process and really, navigate that for you so that you can really heal and grieve and reclaim your power. Because when you do this deep work, you like fall in love with yourself again, your confidence gets boosted. You let go of unhealthy relationships. You put up better boundaries. You like really step into who you are, and the weight of that shame and that secrecy goes away. And it's amazing. It's absolutely amazing. So I share this with you because I had that download and I can't do long posts on TikTok. So I just wanted to tell you kind of what was in my brain and where I was, because I did struggle and I did numb and I did have really unhealthy behaviors, and, connecting the dots and doing that healing work really, like, I got rid of people in my life. I was like, oh my God, I let these really unhealthy people in because I was the people pleaser and I wanted people to like me. And then once I did healing work, I was like, oh, that person has to go, without any guilt or anything like that. So it's pretty amazing. So reach out to me, reach out to somebody. There is no time on grief. It could be 30 years, it could be 40 years, it could be 1 year, it could be 1 month. So as I said, there's no timeline. That got cut off. I'm so bad at this. I'm so sorry. But yeah, so I just want to encourage you and invite you to continue to have awareness around what's coming up for you, what's happening with you, and step into healing. I continually do healing work. I was just in an amazing training and workshop yesterday, and so much stuff came up for me. And I always say, like, the healing journey and the journey of growth and expansion is never done if you're continually stepping into this deep work. And I do this deep work for myself and get trained in it so that I can then bring it to you. And it was a really, like, I needed yesterday so much because we've had a rough couple of months, and I became an empty nester, so there was a lot of emotions around that, and yeah, so there was a lot that I needed to work through. There was a lot that I needed to grieve. And so, where I'm trained through these techniques by going through them myself, and it was just a really awesome day. Like, yeah, there was tears, there were aha moments, there were like, holy shit, like, the things that were coming up. And it's just so important. Like, if you really want to be the best version of yourself, if you really want to create a really nourished and amazing life for yourself, do the work that you need to do, because nothing changes if you don't do the things that you need to do to better yourself, to heal yourself, to expand, right? And it's just, I will always do this work, and I will always bring it to the women who step in with me, because I know how important it is. So, okay, that's it for today. I hope you are having a beautiful weekend, and I will see some of you on Tuesday when we step into our group. I'm so excited to start this group with those of you who gave your sacred yes. I am, like I said, deeply honored that you would trust me with this journey. It means the world to me, and I am here for you. I will be there for you, and I know resistance is going to show up for you, and that's okay. Resistance is normal. It still shows up for me, but we're going to get through it together, and we're going to do some really deep transformational work. So, all right, talk to you guys later. Bye.